God, hold on. Good morning, good morning. I got a case for y'all. This is about a guy who was a wrestler. Unfortunately, he was took up out of here by his ex-wife's new guy. Again, shout out to Grizzly True Crime. Let's get it.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another live stream with me, Isla K. This is Grizzly True Crime, and today's case takes us to Arkansas. It's actually in Rogers, Benton County, Arkansas. If you're from there, welcome to you. That means you're a local to the case. Welcome to everyone as well, to my moderators, patrons, members, subscribers. I look forward to deep diving this case with you. We have the map, as you can see here. We have a probable cause affidavit, which is very detailed. Don't we just love that? I know we've read a lot of documents recently, but I love police reports and probable cause affidavits, so I'm going to be going through that. I've got some video clips to show you as well. Please like and share so that others can also learn about this case and find this information. Alright, so basically, what we have here is the perpetrators Michael's home, so remember that, and then where the crime happened. Okay, we can refer back to this later. But what I want to show you now is, of course, my presentation that I've made for you, so that we could just gather who's who and what happened here. So, Kevin Nickel, he spells on his own Facebook name, his surname is Nykiel, but in all the documents and everywhere I see, he is referred to as Nickel. I also want to see here, even on his obituary, it's Nikee, like Nikel. So, I don't know why on his Facebook it's different, but it's Kevin Nickel, okay? Was an American professional wrestler, trainer, promoter, and father, best known for his time in WWE's developmental territory as Knuckles Madison. Madsen. Is anyone here familiar with WWE? And if so, did you follow him? Were you a fan of him? Did you know him? Let me know. Let me just get our chat going over there. Hold on. Let's just see. There we go. Coffee loving mom of three. Welcome to Grizzly supporter. Okay. So, yeah, he's well known in WWE, which is wrestling, right? So he was known as Knuckles Madsen. You might know him as that, or you might know him by his name, Kevin Nickel. He wrestled in WWE NXT between 2012 and 2013. He has an 8-year-old son who he was extremely close to, and he was fatally shot on July 10th of 2025. So we're going to go over the details of how that happened and who allegedly shot him, right? Okay, let's see what you guys are saying. Johnny versus WWE, I know of, but years ago, Hulk Hogan era. Okay, Magda says yes. Alright, Michelle Crawford said my brother watches WWE, I'll have to ask him. So he was born in Charlotte, North Carolina, and he grew up in Collierville, Tennessee, with a passion for professional wrestling from a young age. He was the first in his family to pursue it seriously, training hard and breaking into the independent circuit. He was described as a gentle giant with a huge personality, loud, funny, honest, hardworking, always willing to help others, and quickly became beloved in the wrestling community. He founded and ran Ozark Mountain Wrestling. Maybe you've heard of that? Promotion and training school himself, where he trained dozens of young wrestlers, created a family-friendly and inclusive environment, especially welcoming to kids, and was known as an incredible mentor who gave opportunities to anyone willing to work hard. Many of his students credit him with changing their lives, so he is sorely missed. Now, Kevin was a devoted father to his 8-year-old son. I believe he had custody of him. Better read the documents now. But he called his son the center of his world. Friends said that his son loved hanging out with his dad at wrestling shows. Kevin met Amanda Penny in high school, and they were high school sweethearts. They got married in August of 2012 until things just progressively got worse, according to his mother. She was his first friend that he met in high school. They were happy for a long time, and then I guess they just started to grow apart, his mother said. Their divorce was finalized just 3 days before he was shot, and allegedly by Amanda's new boyfriend. She also had gunshot residue on her hands, so I'm like, Did she also take a shot or what? We'll go over everything in a moment. Kevin's memorial show held on July 19th of 2025 was organized by students and was packed with tributes. Wrestlers and fans remember him as irreplaceable, a guy who would literally give you the shirt off his back, who made wrestling fun and safe for kids, and who always put others first. Then, we're almost done with our presentation. On November 17th of 2025, so that's recent. This took a while to arrest these two. The investigation was going on behind the scenes. Right? He was shot July 10th of 2025. And then on November 17th, the U.S. Marshal Service arrested two individuals on Benton County warrants in connection with the death of local wrestler Kevin Nicol. Tell me if I'm saying it wrong. Michael Hogue is charged with first-degree murder and possession of a firearm. And Amanda Penny respectively.
Be back, y'all.
So during Amanda's bond hearing on November 19th of 2025, her public defender informed the judge that she's actually 7 months pregnant and under medical care. Oh my word. This means that she was roughly 2 to 3 months along in July of 2025. Reports indicate that the pregnancy is with Michael Hogue's child. What, so it could be his. And the judge considered her condition when setting bond at $500,000 with provisions for medical care and safe delivery if needed. Oh my word, shame. You know, so now already there's one son. We're gonna go over this. Is this self-defense? Let's first read the document. So one son's already lost his dad and now his mom's in jail. And then there's a baby that's yet to be born, who will also automatically lose both parents because they're both in jail and face a long time in prison and convicted, right? Jay says, hey Grizzly fam, can't wait to deep dive this case with you all. Thanks, Julie. Thank you so much. I do want to just say that I have a little bit of a cold, okay? I'm kicking its ass, alright? But I hope my voice lasts through this PCA because I want to read the whole thing to you and it's pretty lengthy. It's 26 pages long. So wish me luck, okay? To all of you who bought me coffees, thank you for that. Thank you for the strength. I really appreciate it. I'm going to need it today. I'm also going to need a bar of soap to wash out my mouth after reading this. Because my goodness, the text messages between the two guys, oh my, I've had to redact quite a lot of it, okay? I can't say all those words out loud. But even the ones I'm going to say, okay, they're going to be a little bit filthy. But don't be afraid. Please stick around. Libby also, I've actually made a little image slide so that we could just see the people as we talk about this. So on the left-hand side, we have Michael Hogue, the new boyfriend of the lady in the middle, Amanda Penny. That's the ex-wife of the guy on the right, who's the wrestler, right? And the wrestler is the victim in this case. And just based on what I know so far, you're going to know a lot more once we read this PCA. It's quite a riveting read, I must tell you. I do love to read these documents to you. Yeah, what a coward this one seems to be. Really? The wrestler was, you know, he was meeting you because you want to take it outside, you want to fight and all that, but you brought a gun? What? It's such a coward. Oh my goodness. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Here we go. Southern Academy says, geez, I'm about to read the crap out of this documentation. We're ready. Okay, so in the Circuit Court of the 19th Judicial Court in and for Benton County, Arkansas, we're reading Michael Delbert Hogue's one. I also have, thanks to Grizzly Cat, Amanda Perry's one too, Amanda Marie Penny. Now I've gone page by page, line by line, and they are exactly the same. So we're just going to read the one, okay? Because it's 26 pages, worded exactly the same, except for the last few lines, which of course charge him with first-degree murder and possession of a firearm, and her as an accomplice to first-degree murder. Janine, thanks for being a member for 35 months. You said supporting Grizzly True Crime. Okay, so affidavit of probable cause to obtain an arrest warrant. If you like it when I read your PCA, documents, police reports, all that, please like and share. So it comes now, Detective Jeffrey Philpott of the Benton County Sheriff's Office, and does state that the records of the Benton County Sheriff's Office indicate. Introduction, on July 22nd of 2025, I was assigned to investigate the incident between Michael Hogue, this guy on the left, Amanda Penny, woman in the middle, and Kevin Nickel that occurred near the intersection of Highway 12 and Beaver Shores Road, also known as redacted Beaver Shores Road in Rogers, Arkansas, County of Benton. This incident occurred on the night of July 10th of 2025. Burglary call. On Friday, July 10th of 2025 at approximately 10:17 p.m., Benton County Sheriff's Deputy Jared Golden responded to an address that's redacted to comply with YouTube's community guidelines. Spruce Drive in Rogers, Arkansas for a burglary call for service. The reporting party, Amanda Penny, had stated that her ex-husband, Kevin Nickel, broke into the home and spray painted the camera near the front door. Now, I believe that he owns this home. Now, I understand that you can't just go there and spray the camera and break things. I get that, but I think he owned the home from what I'm gathering. Now, I do ask that you pay attention because it gets very interesting as we keep going. We're going to have to see all this evidence that they have against these two, right?
Mm-hmm.
Miss Haven, welcome. Camera near the front door. Amanda reported that Kevin took items from the garage and damaged items throughout the home. During the interaction with Deputy Golden, Michael made a comment referencing Amanda being disrespected by Kevin. So a new boyfriend is telling the police, he disrespected my woman. Okay, all right. And so insinuating that Kevin disrespected Amanda by coming to the house and damaging things. I don't really think he has a say. Okay, the wrestler owns the house. There's his ex-wife and his son lives there, and you're not supposed to be around his son. And I'm just saying, like, dude, this one is a cheeky one. Okay, Indy, they said thank you, G, Martin, family. Thank you so much for your sticker. Deputy Golden left the residence at approximately 11:03 p.m. After reviewing Deputy Golden's body camera footage, Michael Ho was seen wearing a red shirt, blue shorts with three white stripes and dark shoes with white around the bottom. The shoes that Michael was wearing when patrol deputies made contact with him were white in color with multicolored shoelaces. Divorce decree. During the interaction with Deputy Golden, Amanda mentioned there was a divorce decree between her and Kevin. Upon further investigation, the divorce decree, which both parties signed, stated that their minor child was not to be around Michael Hogue or any other individual known to have a felony conviction, drug-related conviction, or pending criminal matter. So the dad, the WWE guy, the wrestler, was like, my son is not going to be around that guy. If that guy's your new boyfriend and he's a felon and he's part of the Aryan Brotherhood, he tells the police later himself, yeah, my son's not to be around him. And that is what the divorce decree outlined. But do you think the lady listened at all? No. Do you think the guy cared at all? No. Okay. Now, the first 911 call. On Friday, July 11th. Person, Dalton Ray, was driving in, probably might be a witness in the trial, which is why I did not redact his name. But Dalton was driving east on Highway 12, just past Beaver Shores Road, when he saw a white male standing in the roadway. The white male was later identified as Kevin Nickel. As Dalton passed Kevin, Kevin threw something at Dalton's car. When Dalton stopped, he saw that Kevin was bleeding and had an apparent gunshot wound. When Dalton was on 911, he was answering the dispatcher's questions. During the course of those questions, Kevin commented that Michael Hogue had shot him. So the wrestlers, some of his last words are saying that Michael Hogue shot him. As the call continued, Kevin commented that he had taken the gun away from Michael. So, can you imagine the trial? We don't know when the trial date is yet. Still early days since the arrest, right? And so, can you imagine at the trial, though, his words in the background, they will be playing.
Reaper.
They're going to be so important.
This is Grizzly out of South Africa. This lady here is out of South Africa, Reaper. not out of Houston.
That's part of the state's case, right? Okay, now, Michael Hogue took all
All
the
right,
speech.
Mark.
Michael Hogue is this guy's new boyfriend, the alleged shooter.
Yep.
On July 11th of 2025 at approximately 12:21 a.m., an hour and 18 minutes after Deputy Golden had left the residence, Michael called the Benton County Central Communications non-emergency line to report the incident between him and Kevin. This is the same non-emergency number that was called when Michael and Amanda reported the alleged burglary. He stated that he and his girlfriend, Amanda, the ex-wife of Kevin, were driving to the store to get a drink. Michael said when they got to the bottom of the hill, Beaver Shores Road and Highway 12, Kevin was waiting for them and bumped them in, and he pulled a gun. The evidence does not show that. They have surveillance footage, they did gunshot residue tests, and everything. Okay, so, but Michael here is saying that the wrestler was waiting for them and bumped them in, and he pulled a gun. Michael said after the shooting, he and Amanda both went back home to Spruce Drive. Now later they'll tell us that okay, if there's a fight and you've now shot somebody, and you're claiming it's self-defense, why don't you call law enforcement? He says Amanda didn't want them to call law enforcement because this guy's been in and out of prison.
I almost forgot to mention that this happened. This is not something that happened recent. It's something that happened months prior, and I'm just now talking about it. So I just want to put that on out there.
They were worried he's going to go back, and I'm like, well, yeah, you expedited yourself there. Okay. Deputies arrived at the scene. At approximately 12:23 a.m., Deputy Golden arrived on scene with Dalton and Kevin. When Deputy Golden arrived, Kevin was lying in the westbound lane of Highway 12. Kevin was wearing gym shorts and boots. He was not wearing a shirt when the deputy arrived. Kevin had what appeared to be a gunshot wound to his abdomen, and a revolver was located on the roadway. The revolver was what had been thrown at Dalton's vehicle by Kevin. EMS transported Kevin to the hospital where he later succumbed to his injuries. You know, so even when Kevin, the wrestler, was shot, he was shot in the abdomen, firstly. And the revolver was left behind. And it turns out that it's actually this guy's gun according to the evidence. We'll go through that. Obviously, they've got to prove this in a court of law, but it does seem to be his. So he left his gun there with the victim.
Okay.
The victim picked up the gun and threw it at a car. That's how he tried to get help, you know? And he did get help. The guy was like, what the hell? Like, stop the car. Like, what are you doing? What are you throwing at me? Oh, my word, you're bleeding. Okay, call 911, right? So that was a good survival move, but unfortunately, he succumbed to his injuries and he passed away. Now, Kevin's statement. Before Kevin, the wrestler, left with EMS, he said to Deputy Golden that Michael Hogue had shot him. Deputy Golden's body cam recorded the statement. Oh, the body cam as well. So not only is it on a dispatch call as evidence, with Kevin saying in the background, Michael Hogue shot me and I took the gun away from him. But now, he also told the deputy on body cam, that Michael Hogue shot him. They've got a lot of evidence already just there. I know it's the guy's word, the victim's word, but that's going to count a lot, I think, for the trial. Now the scene, a blood trail led from Kevin into the gravel parking lot near the intersection of Highway 12 and Beaver Shores Road. Photos of Kevin. Captain Tom C. went to Mercy Hospital and took photos of Kevin's body. It appeared the projectile from the gunshot did not exit his body. Stefan says that's good evidence, right? And it's going to get even. There's more and more and more as we go through this. So the digital forensics guys will be on it, you know? There's all the surveillance footage from all these places as well, text messages, which I'm going to have to read and then wash my mouth out later, all of that. So Michael Hogue interview. On July 11th of 2025 at approximately 12:37 a.m., Benton County deputies Brad Bookout and Joshua Sumner arrived at the home where Amanda stayed, Spruce Drive in Rogers, Arkansas. Upon contact, Amanda and Michael were detained due to the circumstances. At approximately 3 a.m., Detective Sergeant Ralph Bartley and Detective Jeffrey Philpott arrived at the residence to speak to Michael about the details of the incident. Deputy Sumner read Michael his Miranda rights before Detective Sergeant Bartley and Detective Philpott's arrival. Detective Sergeant Bartley spoke to Michael about the incident. Michael said that Kevin showed up at the Spruce Drive residence on the morning of July 10th of 2025 to pick up his juvenile son. Yeah? Okay. Michael said that he and Amanda left the house shortly after Kevin. Per the signed divorce decree, Michael Hogue is not to be present with Kevin's juvenile son. So that's already a huge problem. Why is he around his son? You know what I mean? Sussex Sandra said the victim said who killed him. That's conclusive evidence, isn't it? I know, right? That's very strong. That's very strong. So, of course, the defense will try to say, well, no, he just said it, and that's, but he said it. Those were his last words of saying who shot him, and they took the gun away from him. Okay, so Detective Sergeant Bartley spoke to Michael about the incident. We said that Rightly went to pick up his juvenile son, and this Michael Ho guy was not supposed to be present with Kevin's juvenile son. Now, verbal dispute. Michael said that while they were away from the house running errands, these two running errands, what kind of errands are you running, huh? Okay. Sorry, but I sound judgmental. I'm judging these two now. What were you doing? Where did you go? Yeah, but they were running errands. Kevin started messaging Amanda, talking shit. Michael claimed he wasn't a hoe, and that he interjected himself into the situation, defending her, stating that Kevin could talk to him. Michael said that Kevin said a few things, I said a few things. Michael said he told Kevin, pull up, bitch. Sorry, see, I told you I'm gonna have to wash my mouth out. Okay, you guys can buy me a bottle of soap if you like. Pull up, bitch, implying that if he had issues, he should come settle them by fighting. Michael said that he told Kevin that they would be back around 5 p.m. He said they were late and showed up after dark. Okay, arriving back home. Michael said when they arrived home, they found that Kevin had been there. Michael said that Kevin spray painted the doorbell camera, damaged things in the front yard and the back deck. Michael added that Kevin had gone into the house, and he said the house was unlocked, but he felt that they shouldn't have to lock their door if they didn't want to. Bro, it's not your door, okay? You've just moved yourself in with this lady.
Bingo.
Get away from the door. Good. This guy. Anyway. So, calling Benton County Sheriff's Office, Michael said that he and Amanda had called the Benton County Sheriff's Office about the damage that Kevin had caused to the house. Michael said that deputies responded and took a report. He said he asked the deputy what he should do if Kevin showed up at the house. According to Michael, the deputy told him to call law enforcement. He spoke about how he's trying to stay out of prison and out of trouble. The whole time he's like almost giving threats. He's like, listen, man, you know what I'm going to have to do. You know I'm just trying to stay out of prison and out of trouble. How did that work out for you? Michael said that he asked the deputy what he should do after calling law enforcement. He commented that he wouldn't allow Kevin to hurt him or Amanda. You see that? This is all going to count against you. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Do you say that's so
Totally
funny
gonna count against him.
Sorry about that. Okay, arranging to meet at the bottom of the hill. Michael said that after the report was made with the BCSO, they went to get something to drink. Michael claimed he needed a chaser when he drank whiskey. See, are those the errands you're running? You gonna go get a chaser? Huh? Michael claimed that Kevin was constantly calling and messaging, so he told Kevin to meet me at the bottom of the hill. He confirmed that by saying bottom of the hill, he meant Highway 12 and Beaver Shores Road. Michael said he didn't think that Kevin would show up for the fight. He said that after waiting around for a while, they decided to get the chasers for his whiskey. Countering Kevin. Michael said when they got to the bottom of the hill, Kevin was there. He said that Kevin was carrying a large police baton-type weapon. That, we have established, is a lie. Later, I'm giving you a spoiler. These two idiots arrived with baseball bats. Okay? Allegedly, according to the evidence. It's on surveillance, and they found the baseball bats. And the son of the wrestler and this lady said, hey, that's my bat. When police showed it to him, he said, that's my bat. The other one he didn't recognize. Like, oh, my word. So he's like, yeah, Kevin arrived, and he showed up with a police baton-type weapon. Like, I think a wrestler showing up with that, but okay, sorry, if you want to lie like that already, but it's meant. The crafty RN said, happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
Barbecue pulled pork Frisco burger is back.
To everyone.
I did not mean to do that.
You know, or South Africa. Oh, no, it's today. It's not today. All right, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. I hope that you're all well. Now, Katie Cat said, is she pregnant this time? Yes. She's 7 7 months pregnant, and at that time of the incident, she was 2 to 3 months pregnant. Okay, so even then, arriving, these two idiots, to fight with her ex-husband, the divorce just went through 3 days prior. She's arriving pregnant? Maybe she didn't know at the time, I don't know. Anyway, she was 2 to 3 months pregnant at the time. Yeah, Teresa said it's Thursday. That's what I thought as well. Because that's Friday. I know that. Okay, but in general, happy early Thanksgiving from the sticker, supported the Crafty Orange. Thank you. Alright, so, here we go. Let's go back to where we were. So he said he arrived there. Michael said, got out the car and he approached Kevin. Michael commented, bro, I can't fight him. I can fight though. He said, bro, I can't fight him, I can fight though. Okay. Michael said that Kevin pulled a gun on him, and he added that he doesn't F with guns. He said, I don't want to go back to prison. Dude, you brought the 2 guns to the crime scene. Shut up. Okay, anyway, sorry. Michael said they were wrestling around and the gun went off. Sergeant Bartley asked how many times the gun went off, and he said he thought it went off twice. He commented that he was trying to fight his way out of it. He said, I'm just a little dude.
Shut up, bitch.
Photo showed him to be approximately 5 feet 10 inches tall and weighed approximately 200 pounds. Is that just a little, tiny? I don't think so. Michael said he told Amanda to get in the car, to go home, call law enforcement. Michael commented he did not know the specifics of what happened that night during the fight with Kevin. He said that he was not a rat and that he was UAB. Oh my, Universal Aryan Brotherhood. A white supremacist gang. Disclaimer for YouTube, this video contains absolutely no amount of hate speech or anything like that. I'm reading a probable cause affidavit from the police in a homicide case. Michael said Amanda didn't want to call law enforcement, but he told her to, you know, this guy, he told her to. Do you believe him? I don't believe him. Okay, but he told her to, so there was a recording, and the first to call, because, you know, he didn't want to go to jail. Well, you've got to be there for a long ass time. Okay, first-degree murder charges, if convicted. Michael was transported to the Benton County Sheriff's Office due to a warrant issued by his probation officer. He was placed in CID interview room 2 upon arrival. Detective Philpott wore gloves while he swabbed Michael's hands for gunshot residue. Michael's hands had a lot of dirt on them. The amount of dirt on Michael's hands turned the swabs brown. The GSR gunshot residue swabs are presumptive, and one tiny speck appeared blue. Oh, he had dirty hands. I feel like there's built-in snark there from whoever wrote this document. The dick is right. They're like the amount of dirt on his hands turned the swabs brown. Ew. Cherry Gucci said he's teeny. He's tiny. I don't know. Thank you for your support. Amanda's interview. Amanda agreed to go to the Benton County Sheriff's Office to be interviewed about the incident. She was transported by the Benton County Deputy Lookout and placed in interview room number 1 at approximately 5:37 a.m. Detective Vicky Shepard read Amanda her Miranda rights. And Amanda said that she understood her rights and she signed the form provided. Before the interview started, Detective Shepard swabbed Amanda's hands for gunshot residue. Spoiler, they both had gunshot residue on their hands. Kevin did not. Okay, sorry about that. We'll just wait for the trial, you know. Amanda said that Kevin, her ex-husband, the wrestler, was sending her nasty messages and repeatedly calling her while she and Michael were driving around earlier during the day. She recalled that one of the messages included Kevin calling her a whore. Amanda mentioned that she had been texting Kevin's mother. Like, Amanda, why are you...
This is just typical baby mama, baby daddy mess. That's all it is. It's a typical baby mama, baby daddy mess. Except it's with white folks. You're welcome.
Texting Kevin's mother, your former mother-in-law. Why are you involving her? So apparently...
Yeah, why?
And then she starts harassing his mother. You know? Okay, so she started texting Kevin's mother, her former mother-in-law, calling her a liar and a fake, which she believed made Kevin even more upset. Oh, you think? At one point, Kevin called again, and Amanda let Michael answer. According to Amanda, Kevin began threatening Michael and told him to come to my mom's house and come to the gym. Also also speaking negatively about her. She said that Kevin called her around 10 times and then started calling Michael's phone to tell him to fight him. Again, the evidence will prove otherwise. This guy
Mm-hmm.
was telling the wrestler to come and fight him. It wasn't Kevin saying, come and fight me. They were both saying it to each other, but this guy was really trying to pick a fight. One of those, let's check it outside, bro. Okay. It's gonna be a lot of testosterone as we continue reading. Okay, there's a lot of that that's gonna happen between the two guys fighting. Amanda stated that they returned home located on Spruce Drive in Rogers, Arkansas around 10 p.m. Amanda said that Kevin had ransacked the house. Amanda said the electrical breakers had been shut off, likely to disable the security cameras. However, she still captured footage of Kevin spray painting one of the cameras while on the phone. She said she was unsure of his exact intentions. A bench had been broken in half, cabinets were left open, the bearded dragon's lights were off. Okay, shame. Deck lights had been ripped down, chairs were thrown, and a table was broken and shattered. Amanda believed that Kevin was angry, possibly due to their shared custody arrangement for their child. Yeah, Pernell says, come to my mom's house. I don't think the wrestler said that. They're saying that. Amanda's like, and then he said, come to my mom's house. He actually said, meet me at the gym. But he didn't say, come to my mom's house from what I read, right? Let me just see, am I missing something? Hold on one second. We're looking now. Wait for it. No, I missed it. Messages be blind. Okay. Rebel parking lot incident. Amanda stated that after Deputy Golden left the residence, Kevin and Michael began threatening each other over the phone. Amanda said that she and Michael left the house without their cell phones to get a fountain drink. A fountain drink, really? Anyway, sorry.
Really?
Your new boyfriend said otherwise. But a fountain drink from the KC's gas station in Rogers, a couple of miles away. A later examination shows Amanda's phone was with her during the incident at the gravel parking lot. She's like, here, we left our phones at home. And the police are like, no, you didn't. We can literally see you took them with you this whole time. Amanda Davis had 0% chance Michael could fight this guy. That too, that's why the coward bought a gun, right? You know what I mean? Okay, so
Of course a pussy ass gonna bring a gun.
Amanda said that Michael was driving her black Toyota Camry with her in the passenger seat. You see, this guy just moving in. He's driving her vehicle. He's living in the wrestler's house. It's just...
So he's a jailbird, moving with a woman. Wait a minute. Is this the white boy equivalent of a Pookie? Ladies and gentlemen, we have the white boy equivalent of a Pookie. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me rewind that just a little bit. Ah, crap, hold on.
Just taking over. Like, well, Amanda's hands were gunshot residue. Spoiler, they both had gunshot residue on the hands. Kevin did not.
I want to create a highlight with that.
Wait for the trial, Amanda said that Kevin, her ex-husband, the wrestler, was sending her nasty messages and repeatedly calling her while she and Michael were driving around earlier during the day. She recalled that one of the messages included Kevin calling her a whore. Amanda mentioned that she had been texting Kevin's mother. Like, Amanda, why are you texting Kevin's mother?
Yeah, exactly. Why?
Why are you involving her? So apparently Amanda...
The lady ain't got nothing to do with it.
Kevin, and then she starts harassing his mother. Yeah? Okay, so she started texting Kevin's mother, her former mother-in-law, calling her a liar and a fake, which she believed made Kevin even more upset. Oh, you think? At one point, Kevin called again, and Amanda let Michael answer. According to Amanda, Kevin began threatening Michael, told him to come to my mom's house and come to the gym, while also speaking negatively about her. She said that Kevin called her around 10 times and then started calling Michael's phone to tell him to fight him. Again, the evidence will prove otherwise. This guy was telling the wrestler to come and fight him. It wasn't Kevin saying, come and fight me. They were both saying it to each other, but this guy was really trying to pick a fight. One of those, let's check it outside, bro. Okay? It's gonna be a lot of testosterone as we continue reading. Okay, there's a lot of that that's gonna happen. Amanda stated that they returned home located on Spruce Drive in Rogers, Arkansas around 10 p.m. Amanda said said that Kevin had ransacked the house. Amanda said the electrical breakers had been shut off, likely to disable the security cameras. However, she still captured footage of Kevin spray painting one of the cameras while on the phone. She said she was unsure of his exact intentions. A bench had been broken in half, cabinets were left open, the bearded dragon's lights were off. Okay, Shane. Deck lights had been ripped down, chairs were thrown, and a table was broken and shattered. Amanda believed that Kevin was angry, possibly due to their shared custody arrangement for their child.
All right.
Yeah, Brunel said, talked to my mom, so I don't think the wrestler said that. They saying that. Amanda's like, and then he said, come to my mom's house. He actually said, meet me at the gym. But he didn't say, come to my mom's house from what I read, right? Let me just see if I'm missing something. Hold on 1 second. We're looking now. Wait for it. No, I missed it. Message is declined. Okay. Gravel parking lot incident. Amanda stated that after Deputy Golden left the residence, Kevin and Michael began threatening each other over the phone. Amanda said that she and Michael left the house without their cell phones to get a fountain drink. A fountain drink, really?
Really?
Sorry. You know, when your boyfriend said otherwise. But no, a fountain drink from the Casey's gas
Really,
station
people?
in Rogers, a couple of miles away. A later examination shows Amanda's phone was with her during the incident at the gravel parking lot. She's like, here, we left our phones at home, and the police are like, no, you didn't. We can literally see you took them with you this whole time. Amanda then said 0% chance Michael could fight this guy. That too, that's why the counter bought a gun, right? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so a later examination showed, yeah, the phone was with her the whole time. Amanda said that Michael was driving her black Toyota Camry with her in the passenger seat. You see, this guy just moving in.
So he's moving to her house, driving her car, and he fresh out of jail. Ladies and gentlemen, white boy equivalent of Pookie. White boy Pookie. He white boy Pookie. It is what it is. Let's continue.
Driving her vehicle, he's living in the wrestler's house. He's just taking over. Like, he's in and out of prison as well. So, so then as they drove down Beaver Shores Road, Amanda said she saw Kevin at the bottom of the hill. According to her, Kevin stepped in front of the car holding something in his hand, at which point Michael exited the vehicle. Amanda said she told Kevin to just go, and noticed he was holding what appeared to be either a stick or a sword. These people can make up things, hey? My word, welcome, Margot. Amanda said that Michael and Kevin walked over to a fireworks tent located in the gravel lot next to the road. The address for this location is Beaver Shores Road, Rogers, Arkansas. She then moved into the driver's seat and parked the car facing south next to the tent. The two men began fighting near the tent, and Amanda recalled seeing Kevin on top of Michael during the struggle. She said she attempted to break up the fight, but Kevin got behind her and put his arm around her neck. There were no visual injuries to Amanda's neck.
So in other words, she's a liar.
Reported hearing a firework-like sound described as pop pop approximately 3 times. She said she didn't see a gun, but she heard the sound clearly, and she's got gunshot residue on her hands. She said she saw both the men stand up covered in blood. Amanda said that she saw Kevin holding a gun before he walked westbound. She said she shouted at him, asking if he was okay. Really? You believe that?
Really, bitch?
She's like, are you
You
okay?
expect us to believe that
Her
shit?
ex-husband, who she's fighting with on text all day. And clearly the tensions are rising. She sees these two fighting, she tries to intervene, she claims that the ex-husband gets up and walks away, and she's like, are you okay? Yeah, right. After
Lies.
She goes back into her car, and they return home.
If it sounds like a lie, looks like a lie, it's a lie.
To call 911. Gun. Detective Shepard asked Amanda whose gun it was. Amanda responded, I never saw the gun, but I saw Kevin leave with it. When asked if she knew who the gun belonged to, she replied, I've never seen that gun before. Kevin must have bought it. And then guess what? I like to give you spoilers, but you know, guess what? There's pictures of the gun, you know, on their phone, the pictures in the house. Like, it's their gun. And she's like, never seen it in my life. Okay. Amanda was asked what she would say if the gunshot residue test came back positive. She stated, it won't. I never saw the gun. I never touched the gun. There ain't no way. The GSR swabs are presumptive and both appear to be positive. Amanda also mentioned that she has experience shooting a 12-gauge shotgun at clay targets and has fired a handgun approximately 3 times in her life. 3 times. Yeah, like pop, pop, pop. 3 times. You know what I mean? I'm like, oh, think she was, or I think they each took the shot too. And Kevin. Detective Shepard asked Amanda how long she thought the incident took. Amanda said it was fast. The location of the incident. Detective Philpott entered the interview room with Detective Shepard. Detective Philpott printed a Google Earth, enter Uncle Google, a screenshot of the incident location. Amanda was asked to show where the incident took place in the gravel parking lot. She said that Kevin was blocking the roadway near the intersection of Highway 12 and Beaver Shores. Amanda said that Michael got out and they started having words. According to Amanda, Kevin started walking towards the gravel parking lot and Michael followed. Amanda said she pulled the car into the parking lot and parked near the tent. She said she got out of the car before they ever connected. Amanda said she got between Kevin and Michael. According to Amanda, Kevin grabbed her in motion as if Kevin grabbed a hold of her in a chokehold. Amanda said that Kevin pushed her aside and they started fighting. Amanda said that Kevin, the wrestler, was on top of Michael, her new boyfriend, the whole time. Amanda said she heard pow, pow, pow. She said they got up and both Michael and Kevin had blood all over themselves. Amanda said that Kevin tried to fire the gun when he got up, and the gun went click, 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 referring to the gun being empty. Kevin then started walking towards Highway 12. Amanda said that Michael got into the driver's seat, and she got in the passenger seat, and they drove back to the house on Spruce Drive. Okay, now showing up to the fight. Detective Philpott asked Amanda if they showed up to fight each other. Amanda said Kevin was, yes. She added that Michael and Kevin were having words all day long. Amanda continued to say that Kevin lives in Rogers and went out of his way to fight Michael. Amanda said they intended to go to Casey's to get a drink rather than to meet and fight Kevin. Amanda denied a firearm being in her and Michael's possession before and during the shooting. Amanda said that Michael took his shirt off before the fight started. Michael. Yeah, prison trained. He was like, oh, bro, taking my shirt off. Start to fight with you. Okay. Amanda said that she and Michael left their phones at the house when they left to go to Casey's gas station. According to Amanda, she told Michael they had to call the police when they got back to the house. See, the two of them, they're already mildly throwing each other under the bus, huh? She told me not to call police. I knew I had to, and she's saying the same thing. She told Michael they had to call the police, okay? Queens, thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Okay, what about it? I'm calling all of some of that. Right? And as we read more, we're only on page 9 out of 26, okay? As I was reading this for the first time, I was like, I wonder though. You know, you wonder how's this case going to be? Could it be self-defense? What happened here? Did the victim, you know, did he instigate this one or no? No, we're going to get there.
Yeah, I got a feeling this here.
So, who shot Kevin?
I got a feeling that this here was mutual combat, and the ex-wife stirred the damn pot. That's what I believe happened. Ex-wife stirred the pot between these two men. You got the new dude and the old dude, can't stand one another, and a woman in the middle, stirring the pot. It's a story old, has time itself.
Detective Shepard and Philpott exited the interview room, and after a short break, Detective Sergeants Keisha Edgman and Ralph Barkley entered the interview room. During the interview with Sergeants, Amanda asked to contact her mother. Did she say, can I call my mommy? I don't know, sorry. Sergeant Barkley allowed Amanda to make a phone call to her mother. Now listen to what this dumbass does, okay? That's the woman. Okay, Amanda. So she's like, can I call my mom? And they're like, sure. She's like, in the interview room. She's been great with Miranda rights. And so she calls her mother using a cell phone on speakerphone while in the interview room, and Amanda's mother is heard asking, hey, who shot Kevin? And Amanda responds, Michael. Oh.
Dumbass.
That's evidence against him now. You two are already throwing each other, under the bus.
Dumbass. Dumbass, dumbass, dumbass.
What's dangerous about that? Now let me first show you. I'm going to show you. We're going to take a small break here. I'm going to show you a little video clip, okay? Then we're going to continue with the presidential search warrant and what they found. As of yesterday, we're doing great. It's been a fight for 4 months to get arrested. We're hoping to actually find out what happened. We will find out.
Yeah, get their asses arrested. Damn right.
So we're a little relieved.
Susan Kinderman is Kevin Nichols' mom. Her son was a father and a wrestling coach at the Ozark Mountain Wrestling Academy.
Just a huge heart memories just starting out wrestling when he was probably 160 pounds, no muscle, but a bushel of determination.
Kinderman says detectives told her that 2 people have been arrested in connection with her son's death. Manning County jail records show that Amanda Penny and Michael Hogue were both booked late Monday night. Penny faces charges of first-degree murder and possession of a firearm, while Hogue was arrested for a probation violation.
The community's been wonderful. Michael Hogue's now been charged with first-degree murder and possession of a firearm.
Good.
Initially, he was arrested for
Like he
probation
should have been
violation.
charged.
Things have progressed since then, especially November 17th. Damn. And then Amanda Penny, the ex-wife of the victim, charged with accomplice to first-degree murder. And just the whole Benton County Sheriff's Department has been terrific. Couldn't ask for any more help.
Kinderman says she's grateful for the work of law enforcement, but even receiving justice for her son will never heal her.
We have Thanksgiving coming up. They're expecting to be there eating, 6 plates of food. That's not going to happen. There's no closure. There's just not. Maybe in 10 years I could answer that question differently, but not today.
For the last nearly 3 years, Kevin Nickel was a coach at this gym in Rogers. Better known as Ivan Warsaw in the wrestling world, Kevin wrestled ever since he was a child. I spoke with friends, family, and a student today who shared fond memories.
He's been a coach, a mentor, friend, father figure, all of the above.
41-year-old Kevin Nickel was a man of many roles, both inside and outside the wrestling ring. Sebastian Wake, one of his students, says Kevin had a special ability to see others' unique gifts.
He always saw that everyone could do something, they could all contribute in different ways.
Wake says that passion showed up every time Kevin stepped into the ring, and on every road trip along the way.
All the road trips that we've had and stuff, going to San Antonio, Mississippi, just a whole bunch of different places around here, and just getting to hear all the different stories he's had over time and all the different people he's met. I think that was just really cool, just really being a sponge to all the stories that he had.
To his family, Kevin was a gentle giant, dedicated to wrestling, but even more devoted to his son.
He's just the biggest, baldest teddy bear you ever run into. All of our efforts right now are on his son, just making sure he gets taken care of.
Kevin's
Mhm.
shame, and his
Mm.
son, the victim's son, is now with his grandma, right? With Kevin's mom. We just
Mhm.
saw his mom in these clips as well. There's going to be more clips of her. So he's thankfully with his grandmother. On a paternal
Thank
side.
God.
Randy Nickel says Kevin's dream to be a pro wrestler started early and never let up.
The only thing he's ever wanted to do his entire life was be a professional wrestler. And so that's literally all he did. As soon as he could figure out how to do it, it was off on that path running. It never stopped.
His mother, Susan Kinderman, still calls him by her special nickname.
He was just the sweetest kid ever. I'm the only one in the world that can get away from calling him Peanut.
She says no one came before his 8-year-old son, Zach.
He was the one that got him up, got him ready for school. He was the one that would run him here and there. He was the one that would do fun things with him. He was a perfect dad.
Loved ones say Kevin didn't do anything for praise. He did it because it was right.
He didn't care if I knew. He didn't care if anybody knew. He just wanted to do it because that was the thing to do.
A close friend, Devin Miles, says Kevin made everyone feel like family.
He was the kind of person that it's entirely believable that many people saw him as their best friend.
Okay, so those are the clips we have, and now we go back to the document and continue reading, right? Okay, so for those only joining now, we're looking at this case where a wrestler was fatally shot in July of 2025. And on November 17th, his ex-wife was arrested and charged with, being an accomplice to first-degree murder.
Mhm.
And her new boyfriend, this Michael Hogue guy, was charged with first-degree murder and possession of a firearm. So now we are on page 9 of probable cause affidavit. We are reading out of 26. Residential search warrant. Let's see what they find at the house. On July 11th of 2025, so the victim was shot on July 10th of 2025 and rushed to the hospital where he succumbed to his injuries. So July 11th, already, they had a residential search warrant executed on Spruce Drive in Rogers, Arkansas. During the search of the home, blood was found on the interior wall directly in front of the front door. This blood swipe was not there when Deputy Goldman was in the house during the burglary call. There was a blood swipe on the left side of the doorway leading into the master bedroom. In the back northeast corner of the bedroom office, there was insulation from the attic lying on the floor of the closet. In the closet of that room, there's an attic access slightly open with insulation hanging out. The insulation was on top of a box directly under the attic access, as well as a board standing against the wall. There was an open bottle of Evan Williams on the counter in the kitchen. There was also an open bottle of Coca-Cola on the kitchen counter, approximately 3/4, which was empty. Both bottles still had contents inside there. A plastic gun holster was located in the backyard, a few feet from the stairs leading off the back porch. The holster appeared to be for a full-size handgun, similar to a Glock 17. A black belly band holster was located in the master bedroom near the bed. There was a black and red Ruger branded holster in a dresser drawer in the master bedroom. None of the holsters had a handgun in it. Now the attic's important because later they would say that the murder weapon initially came from the attic or had been stored in the attic, right? So master bath sink. So hold on, Kate on YouTube said, whose blood is that? I would think that it's from shooting the victim and then returning to the house. There was burglary, and then meeting down the hill, and then the crime, and then they returned home, and from there they called the police, right?
Okay.
So I think it would be from returning home like that. Now it says master bath sink. Possible blood spots were observed on the left handle of the faucet, the right side surface of the sink and back of the sink. Blue Star was applied to the bathroom sink and surrounding items. Blue Star reacts to iron in the hemoglobin of red blood cells, producing a blue chemiluminescence glow when the blood is present. The Blue Star reagent is highly sensitive and can reveal blood traces invisible to the naked eye. During testing, areas that illuminated in blue included the left faucet handle, speck on the right side of the sink, a spot on the back of the sink, soap dispenser, and plastic item located near the left handle. Numerous additional specks near the soap dispenser were also revealed that were not visible before testing. A swab was taken from the sink and sent to the Arkansas State Crime Lab for testing. Surveillance cameras. Surveillance cameras were located and seized. Search warrants were sought and obtained from Roku and Arlo. The date from Arlo showed Kevin arriving at the house. That's the victim, the wrestler, right? It was his house. But he was not living there. It was his ex-wife living there, and she was with her new man. Okay, arriving at the house on Spruce Drive on the morning of July 10th to pick up his juvenile son. The videos provided by Arlo showed Kevin's juvenile son retrieving a life jacket from the garage when he returned a little while later. Kevin returned later that day around 4:15 p.m. Kevin removed tools from the garage of the house and placed the items in the back of his truck. Kevin is seen spray painting the doorbell camera. The last video, Michael and Amanda can be heard talking about calling law enforcement to file a report. Amanda and Michael arrived back home at 10:13 p.m. Roku. The data provided by Roku was mostly images from the camera overlooking the dining room. Michael is seen standing in the dining room talking on the phone at approximately 12:18 a.m. The non-emergency call from Michael came in at approximately 12:21 a.m. Michael appeared to have blood on the left side of his head, arm, and torso. He was seen wearing blue shorts and no shirt. Michael's shoes are not seen in the image. The first video from Roku is from July 11th, where detectives entered the house for a search warrant. Kevin, the victim's phone. On July 11th of 2025, Kevin's truck was located in the tow-mate parking lot about half a mile from where the incident occurred. The truck was towed to the Benton County Sheriff's Office to be searched. Kevin's phone was located inside the truck. An examination of Kevin's phone showed photos of kayaks that were pulled into the driveway of the house on Spruce Drive. There's a photo of a broken table in the backyard, a screenshot of Facebook calls between Michael and Kevin. The Facebook calls appear to be on the day of July 10th of 2025, around 11:40 p.m. Remember, this was 3 days after the divorce was finalized between Amanda Penny and Kevin.
Only 3 days after the divorce is finalized, and this guy ends up deceased.
Facebook Messenger conversation from Kevin's phone. There's a conversation on Facebook Messenger showing that Kevin and Michael were engaging in a verbal dispute. The following is a summary of the messages recovered from Kevin's phone. These messages are from July 10th and 11th, 10th to 11th of 2025. The beginning of the conversation shows the following. On 6/20/2025, you're now friends with Michael. Sent by Kevin at 8:54 p.m. Says, way to go. Your girl says it's too late for Grandpa to go out. Snarky. Received from Michael at 11:09 and 11:12 p.m. saying, hey, I'm home waiting on you. No message content to display and you are a hoe. Very childish.
Childish.
So sent by Kevin saying, you can't go
Childish
away.
as
Why
fuck.
can't your old ass leave? You know Amanda used to F dudes for crack when she lived in Memphis. He actually said F black dudes, and he would, I don't know if that's true or not, but he would also say that to really get to this guy. You know what I mean? Because it's part of the Aryan Brotherhood. Okay. So received from Michael Hope. Now please remember, I hope you're not confused. This is Michael, charged with first degree murder, of Kevin, the wrestler. The wrestler on the right, that's Kevin. He's the ex-husband of the woman in the middle, Amanda. Okay? Michael here, Aryan Brotherhood gang. In and out of prison. Picks fights. Brings guns to fights. Says, I'm just a tiny little dude. Okay. And the rest of the victim on the right. Now, received from Michael saying, I'm at your house. Now, I need to redact some words because there's some words there. I'm at your house. Kitty, shall I say? Waiting on you. What now? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot you are no wrestler.
Now, she said kitty instead of saying Pussy, which is what he said in the document.
I'm a fighter, and he says the N-word. Come get it. Sent by Kevin saying, don't stay up too late. You got floors to mop, you made bitch. Sent
I know this has nothing to do with it, with the what's going on with the case. I am so sick of when Caucasians and even Latinos, when they want to fight, they sit and call somebody the N-word. I ain't with that shit, okay? I am not with that shit. Cause if you're around me and you say the N-word, I'm gonna be right back in the SHIT out here. I'm just being real about it.
by Kevin saying, you a fighter. Yeah, no, I didn't redact this because in context, slightly funny how the autocorrect keeps autocorrecting DICK to done. And it just reads like, what? You a fighter, yeah? Yeah.
Skip on.
Michael had called Kevin to arrange a fight. Michael said that he did not call Kevin. Kevin reached out to him on Facebook Messenger about the fight. Sergeant Barty told Michael that Kevin's phone shows that he called Kevin. Sergeant Barty said that Kevin called first, and then Michael phone called to Kevin. Michael said he was calling him back. Michael admitted that he wired the shit up. Michael was referring to the verbal dispute between him and Kevin over Facebook Messenger. Contrary to Michael's statement the day before, he said that he and Amanda pulled into the gravel parking lot. Oh, now we're contradicting our own stories here, huh? Michael said that Amanda had seen Kevin first. Michael commented once again that they were about to leave, then saw Kevin walking over to the parking lot. According to Michael, Kevin walked over to them and blocked the driveway of the parking lot. Both driveways to the gravel parking lot are large enough to fit two vehicles with extra room. Later in the interview, Michael said that he and Amanda drove to the boat ramp before going back to the gravel parking lot. Michael talked about having a lantern in his hand. This was later refuted by the tow-made footage, which Kevin does not appear to be carrying anything in his hands. Like dumbasses, they have surveillance footage. Idiots.
They're idiots. They are
Back
fucking
in his hand.
idiots.
No, you two did. Guns and baseball bats. Michael said that
They're
Kevin
idiots.
grabbed Amanda, and that's when he stepped in. Oh, that's different. Michael said he was getting beat up by Kevin when Amanda stepped into the fight. Michael said He was in the gravel parking lot when the fight began. The gun coming out. According to Michael, when Amanda got involved in the fight between him and Kevin, that was when the gun came out. He said that he felt that Kevin was winning the fight at that point. Well, yeah, probably. Michael added that he was fighting for his life at that point. Contrary to Michael's earlier statement, he thought the gun came out on Kevin's right-hand side. Okay, he talked about how Kevin was winning, and Amanda jumped in. And at that point, they started getting the best of Kevin. Oh, shame. You needed your girlfriend to help you? Oh, my word, this guy. Oh, no. Okay, so then Michael said he genuinely didn't think that Kevin was losing the fight, even against both him and Amanda. Michael said that when he saw the gun, he grabbed for it, and it went off. Sergeant Bartley pointed out the fact that the gun went off several times. Michael said he knew that, but he didn't know exactly how many
Michael, we do not believe you.
times. Michael said he managed to get away from Kevin, got in the car and started looking for Amanda. Michael said Amanda didn't want to call in law enforcement, so now he's saying she didn't want to call law enforcement because she didn't want him to go to jail. And she's telling police, I told him that we should call law enforcement. He said that he had to convince her that he didn't do anything
I'll be
wrong.
right back.
You trying to convince her, the two of you with baseball bats and guns. Don't worry, honey, I didn't do anything wrong. This is self-defense. Oh, except it isn't. Nice try. That's definitely what his parents will tell you. The both of theirs will probably say, right? Okay, so he said he had to convince her that he didn't do anything wrong. According to Michael, he was defending himself. And Amanda. It's just self-defense, okay? Grabbing for the gun. Sergeant Bartley asked Michael how he grabbed the gun. He said he grabbed for it. Sergeant Bartley asked if he had turned the gun back around on Kevin. Michael said he grabbed for it. When he's unsure now how to explain this, he said, I grabbed for it. Yeah, but how? How did you grab for it? What do you mean? Yeah, I grabbed for it. Okay. Michael said Amanda was the one who told him that Kevin had been shot and was bleeding. You're the one who shot him, okay? Allegedly. Now you're saying Amanda said it. Kevin had been shot, was bleeding. Michael commented he didn't know what Kevin was saying about what happened, but Kevin was press on Thursday morning. Michael admitted numerous times that he and Kevin both had their hands on the gun when it went off. Michael told Sergeant Bartley that he never had complete control of the gun. Michael said that Kevin brought the gun and got out of control. Raven Wolfman says, who's the father of the baby Amanda's pregnant with? Allegedly, Michael, but we don't know that. Thank you for your support for 14 months. Just for McKay says, if it was self-defense, then we call the police.
Exactly.
Right? They're like, you know what we should do? Go home. And then debate about whether we should call the police or not. But also, let's call the non-emergency line. How about that? Stefan says, so the super strong tattoo head called the victim for a fight, then realized he would lose and asked his girlfriend, "Do you understand that, right?" That is correct, Stefan.
Coward.
That is correct. And he brought reinforcement, baseball bats, guns, and his girlfriend. Okay, so Amanda had a baseball bat. You see that? Yeah. Michael said that he thought Amanda had a bat when she attacked Kevin. Michael said that Kevin had him wrapped up pretty good, and he could only see her from the corner of his eye. Michael said when Amanda got involved, he was able to move a little bit. Did Amanda hit Kevin? Sergeant Bartley asked Michael if Amanda hit Kevin with one of the tent stakes that were near the fireworks tent, and he said he didn't know. He said he couldn't tell what Amanda had when she joined the fight, but he knew she had something in her hand. Michael commented, when that started happening, Amanda joining the fight, then you know the fight was going to start to change a little bit because he wasn't going to be winning no more. Ooh, big tough guy. You brought your girlfriend. Oh, when Amanda joins the fight, then you know that guy is not going to be winning no more. Oh, okay. But even here, he self-snitched. He says Amanda had a bat, and they said, oh, did Amanda maybe have a tent stake near the fireworks tent? And he's like, I don't know, she had something. You just told police. You told on yourself, and you told on her.
Congrats. You played yourself.
She had a bat. Now they know they're looking for bats. What did they do? Search around the crime scene area, and they find 2 baseball bats in the ditch. Okay. Leaving the gravel parking lot. Michael said he didn't know if Amanda had the gun and shot it. Michael said he was unsure because he left. So now his story is like, I don't know, I just walked away. I walked away. Those 2 exes can fight with each other. He said that he felt like a coward. Yeah, we all like it. But he felt that his life was in danger, so he left. Michael said he got into the car, he He went to get Amanda so they could leave the area. He said he hollered for Amanda and thought he heard her near the Beaver Shores Road. How is this even making sense? How does he tell the story? Hello, Amanda, where are you? I don't know, we were just all in a tussle together, but like, where are you? Amanda, I can't see you. Michael said he hollered for her, thought he heard her. Shut up, he's hearing things. What? Near the Beaver Shores Road. He said he pulled over to the Beaver Shores Road, but Amanda was not there. He said he hollered for her again. Hello, Amanda, where are you? Come here. Let's go. I feel like a coward. We've got to get out of here. And he heard her answer. He said she was starting to pull out of the driveway on Beaver Shores Road when he saw Amanda near the intersection of Highway 12 and Beaver Shores, going back to the residence. Michael said as soon as they got home, they called 911. Michael said they sat in the living room and they smoked cigarettes. Sergeant Bartley asked if he had washed his handies when he got home, and he said no, he did not. Yeah, no wonder he turned all swabs brown. Yeah, you don't even want to know what that's all about. Sergeant Bartley asked why the sink showed blood with the help of Blue Star.
Some people are just nasty for him.
And Michael said he didn't know why blood would be showing up in the sink. He said it was probably from brushing his teeth because, you know, his teeth bled during the process. The gums were bleeding, apparently. Other firearms. Sergeant Bartley asked Michael where the Ruger handgun was. Michael said he did not know. Sergeant Bartley told Michael that ammunition was located inside the home. Michael said he did not know where the gun was and had not seen it. Later in the interview, Michael said he knew that Kevin had asked about a gun. Oh, so you make it like Kevin broke into the home? We know the defense will say they broke into the home, stole the gun, and he bought his own gun. You know, they bought this guy's gun to the crime scene, and they got shot with this guy's gun. Because this guy's so strong. Sorry, I could just get ready to see how it's gonna go, right? But okay. I think they're so guilty in my opinion. Michael said he did not know anything and he hasn't seen it, right? But Michael added there was not a gun in the house. Liar. You just don't want there to be one because you're on probation. You're not allowed to be around firearms, but you've got several of them in your girlfriend's house. He said there was once the Ruger and 30-30 rifle that he made her sell. Michael said he made Amanda hide the 30-30 under the house until someone bought it. Michael admitted to putting the Ruger 380 gun in the attic of the back bedroom. Now pin that in your mind, okay? Pin it, Ruger 380 gun in the attic of the back bedroom. Remember earlier how they said they saw the attic had been open, there was insulation and things hanging out? Yeah, and half-empty drinks and things. Okay, Ruger 380. Sergeant Bartley referenced the attic of the house. Michael's story about not being around guns changed. Michael admitted to hiding the Ruger 380 from Amanda and later getting it back out and giving it back to her. Michael said he handed it to Amanda so she could get rid of it. Wow, what a good guy. Come on, honey, just get rid of this for me. Michael mentioned multiple times that he and Kevin were both fighting over the gun when it went off. There's no gunshot residue on Kevin's hands. Why would Amanda have gunshot residue on her?
Yeah, why?
Bartley. Sergeant Bartley asked Michael why Amanda would have gunshot residue on her hands. He stated it was because she was in the middle of the fight. He said that he knew that Amanda did not pull the gun out. Michael then changed his story to, I don't think she pulled the gun. You don't think so? I think you each took a shot, in my opinion. Okay. He says, gee, to be in the room watching you read this for the first time. Oh, to be a fly on the wall, hey? So I was just like, oh, my word. Locating baseball bats. Sometimes I read it to the cats, you know. If Mr. Griffith's at work, I don't want to run out and tell him, guess what happened here? Okay, but I was just like, wow. So on July 16th of 2025, Detective Madeline Green, so this is 16th after the crime, Detective Madeline Green and Deputy Sheila Morrison went out to the incident location to search the drainage ditches that run along the incident location, Beaver Shores Road and Highway 12. During the search, 2 baseball bats were located in the ditch. Dumbasses. Okay, near Beaver Shores Road on the south side of the ditch. One baseball bat was black and red with the word Rawlings on it. The second baseball bat was wooden, painted black with a white decorative ring around the top of the handle, separating the handle from the barrel. Baseball bat ID. On July 17th of 2025, Detective Wes Rube and Jeffrey Philpott met with Kevin and Amanda's juvenile son. detective, he's 8 years old, right? And he's staying with his paternal grandmother now. Detective Wes Root showed the son a photo of the black and white baseball bat with Rawlings on it. The son said, "That's my bat." Yep, he did not recognize the black and white baseball bat. Shame, man. To think that his own mother and her new boyfriend took those baseball bats to that scene. You know, and then told on themselves. They self-snitched. He says, "I think she pulled out a baseball bat. I think she joined the fight with a bat." Well, there you go. Your defense will now have to work for that, because they're going to say, "Well, we don't know that the bats even belong to it. It could have just been there." Amanda's interview about baseball bats. On July 18th of 2025, Amanda asked if she could have a credit or debit card so she could have access to her funds. Detective Sergeant Barkley and Detective Philpott met with Amanda at the Benton County Sheriff's Office substation in Rogers, Arkansas. Detective Sergeant Barkley asked Amanda about the baseball bats found in the ditch near the incident. Amanda nodded her head as if she knew the baseball bats were there. Yeah, the baseball bats. Amanda commented that she didn't know about the bats. So she's like nodding about, no, the bats are there, but oh yeah.
Let me go to the autopsy findings.
The CL autopsy report. The Arkansas State Crime Lab Medical Examiner's Office also completed an autopsy on Kevin. The summary of the findings are as follows. Penetrating intermediate range gunshot wound of the abdomen. Entrance, upper aspect of the abdomen associated with gunpowder stippling. Projectile recovered from the lower aspect of the right side of the back. Projectile perforated the soft tissues on the upper aspect of the abdomen, diaphragm, left lobe of the liver, and right psoas muscle. Gunshot wound associated with hemorrhage along the pathway of the projectile, and 1,000 mils of blood within the peritoneal cavity. Direction of the gunshot wound, front to back, downward, and left to right. Other injuries, contusions, and abrasions of the skin. The opinion of the medical examiner states the following. Kevin Michael, a 41-year-old male, was shot by another person on July 11th of 2025. He was transported to the hospital where he was pronounced dead on July 11th of 2025. The examination of the body was most significant for a penetrating intermediate-range gunshot wound of the abdomen. The entrance gunshot wound was associated with gunpowder stippling. A projectile was recovered from the lower aspect of the right side of the back. Based on all of the information available to me at this time, the death of Kevin was caused by a gunshot wound to the abdomen. Given the circumstances as currently known, the manner of death is homicide. The right hip had a 3-centimeter contusion. The left hip had a few up to 1 centimeter abrasions. The bilateral knees had multiple up to 1.5 centimeter abrasions. Ballistics results. The Arkansas State Crime Lab, ASCL, completed laboratory testing for the handgun seized from the scene on Highway 12 the night of the incident. The ASCL fired several rounds from the handgun to compare the bullet recovered from the body of Kevin. The ASCL results show a positive match, meaning the bullet recovered from Kevin's body did come from the handgun recovered from Highway 12. The recovered projectile was a 38 Special. What do I want to say to put in your mind? So it's a 38 Special, you say. The one you kept in the attic? The one the juvenile son of the victim knows? Oh, the Disney boyfriend kept in the closet? The one that he has
Damn,
phone
Renee
on
Shea.
his phone? Oh. Therefore, based on the foregoing, the state joins me in requesting that an arrest warrant be issued for Michael Hope for the offense of murder in the first degree, Class Y felony, possession of firearms by a certain person, a Class B felony. So that's what we have there, and here as well it is. And then if we look at our proof, no, I'll just close the Amanda's. I meant to just flick over to Amanda's one. Hold on 1 second. Let me fetch it. Let's see, this one is, okay, so I must open this one. Okay, here we go there. Yes? There we go. Amanda's. Accomplice to murder in the first degree and possession of firearms by a certain person. That's what she's charged with. Okay, now quickly, lastly, if we go back to this presentation that I made for you, I was like, So based on all that we read, could this be self-defense? Could the two of them have been just defending themselves? Amanda and Michael had gunshot residue on their hands. Kevin did not, according to lots of reports, right? Kevin's last words were about Michael shooting him and said he took the gun away from Michael. That directly implies the revolver found in the roadway, the one that Kevin threw at Dalton Ray's vehicle, belonged to Michael Hogue, and Kevin had disarmed him of it. Michael Hogue admitted to owning the Ruger 380 that fired the fatal shot and immediately hid it in the attic after the shooting. The gun was never in Kevin's possession. Michael claimed, well, he didn't have it in the attic after the shooting. It was from the attic. He hidden it in the attic before the gun was found at the scene, right? He left the gun there. Michael claimed that Kevin showed up armed and attacked him, yet no weapon belonging to Kevin was ever found. No gunshot residue, and the only gun Kevin ever touched, the revolver threw, came from Hogue himself.
Okay, these are
Kevin's
trolls.
own statement. Kevin was found shirtless in gym shorts and boots, bleeding in the middle of the highway. There's no holster, no second magazine, nothing indicating he arrived carrying a firearm. Everything lines up with Kevin arriving angry
Right.
and aggressive, and yes, he did ransack the house and send threatening messages, but unarmed. According to the evidence, Michael was the only one who brought firearms that night, at least two of them, and he is the one who fired the fatal shot.
Mm-hmm.
So, interesting. We should have to pay more attention to the exact gun that they found there, right? At the scene. Maybe he did hide one in the attic and one he left there. Is that what he did? Oh my word. Again, what a dumbass. You want to go around too? I'm going to watch replay with you and be like, wait, what? He might have actually hidden the Ruger in the attic and left it, because they say there could be two that left another one there, but yet the ballistics would match the gun that Michael has a photo of. The ammunition in the house. The one hidden in the attic. What a dumbass. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
So,
grade A
that's
dumbass.
Do you think self-defense?
There ain't no self-defense.
Case closed, right? They think they're very, very
I don't know what the hell that
My
is.
goodness, even though they are innocent until proven guilty in the court of law. And I'm sure the defense, there's definitely room for them to argue some things. They're going to be working so hard, right? But, yeah, I think that these two, they're going down. And how silly, how unfortunate, how unnecessary. Even if the whole thing was unnecessary, right? The tensions and the fight and everything. I think that even if Kevin, the victim, went in to fight, it was gonna maybe in his mind be like a fist fight, like a tussle, you know what I mean? But like these idiots bringing baseball bats and guns to this, it changes everything, right? Shannon said, I think I missed something. Where was the juvenile son while this happened? That's a good question, actually. I wonder if the son was with the grandma. The juvenile son had his dad had picked him up. His dad had picked him up. That's a good question. Shannon? Let's all rewatch and then see if we can figure that out. They don't actually say that, but that is a good question. Where was the son when this all happened?
Yeah, yeah.
Grizzly Cat says thank you. Thank you, Grizzly Cat, for obtaining these documents for us that I could read here for us today for this case. My goodness, what a detailed PCA. You know, sometimes when we get probable cause affidavits, it's like one line. One whole sentence. It's like, wait, what? Like, where's all the details? Or they say they can't release it at this time. This was like, whoa, 26 pages. My goodness. This happened in Arkansas for anyone just don't see Wayne, so what state? This happened in Benton County, Arkansas. And so, yeah, I'll keep you posted on what happened. I wouldn't be surprised if they start snitching on each other. We'll see maybe Amanda Penny takes some sort of a plea deal, huh? I think she will. Testify against the boyfriend. Could happen. Could happen.
Yep.
And yeah.
It could.
In my opinion, I think Michael is just prison ready because he's been in prison. He's part of the Aryan Brotherhood. According to his own
Yeah,
you go there.
Yeah, he doomed be a
Just
jailbird.
stay
I'm
there,
sorry.
Okay? You got some friends in there and you'll be just fine. My goodness. Okay. Thank you so much, everyone. My voice lost it, hey?
Damn,
Looking forward to reading
this
your comments.
it's getting
Leave
warm
some
as hell in
comments
here.
as well. And I will most certainly see you in the next one. We're getting ready for the Brian Walsh trial.
Thank y'all for being here. Shout out to Reaper. Shout out to Mark Harris. Like, share, subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Peace.